but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the...
Well, in lieu of a full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we've got one that does take to the skies before kickoff. That is the mascot, Freddie Falcon. At the ground level, here they come. The Colts and the Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field in Atlanta.
Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons.
On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making a long trip to the East Coast. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Kate Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
19 Tiger.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Rob Fred, the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brock, they're dealing with injury right now, as we can all see, but you wouldn't know it with how they played or their record. How have they been able to do it?
You know, kid, I think this is a testament to a whole team. Right? Not just a team on the field, but this is a team off the field. This is why you draft and develop. This is why you build 1 through 53 on a roster. You just can't have 22 starters. You've got to have the depth, and this team is showing you how to do it. There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still third down.
Needing 9 now on this third down, thanks to that false start penalty. Penix working from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. That is Nick Ebenmori. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They're brought out, Brock, by the dual-threat quarterback out of Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. Crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. Some good running there to get back what the penalty cost him. Picks up 8.
He's brought down.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Charbonnet. They will have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up for a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, a run with Charbonnet. Good pickup, but he's denied that first down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
On third down, they're going with Charbonnet. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Juking the defender. Big hit on the return to stop it cold. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Mooney will go in motion left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Penix gets everything he has under this throw. That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Milrow. This is Cup, that's Cup. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike.
NFC Hawks.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. That's caught. Here's that shove in. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Option play. Here's a give to shove it in. And give him 4 yards before he stops. Brock gets 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf.
Short side option here. He's running left. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer.
Shotgun now for Milrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks trim the lead to 1. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Penix now on 1st down. Finds his fullback. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, this game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And they get this down to 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10 are under Robinson. Jukes out a one-stop. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Penix here from the gun. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Here comes set up the screen. Here's Robinson. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Koo able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Makes the score.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
We're slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw here from Milrow. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Getting stopped quickly. The catch moves him to the 48. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. From the gun, Milrow. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Well, I know it says running back on the roster, Brock, but this guy's having a pretty great start catching the football instead.
It's what the best of them do. I mean, look around the league. These running backs want to get paid, right? They want theirs. Well, catch a ball like this, and trust me, you'll get yours.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Milrow from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typical QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Here's Milrow to throw. Has it in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for it.
Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. And they sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
2nd and 13. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
What a great fight from those blockers to keep buying him time in the pocket to find a throw. You wish that effort could have been rewarded with a completion.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Seahawks and quarterback Jalen Milroe readying for their next drive. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Starting this drive with a give to Charbonnet. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80.
Check.
Go play action here. It's Milroe. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
There you go. Cowboy 80.
Milroe with it on first. He lost it deep left. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 10. Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Penix working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, here's Penix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Up to the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick clears the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Seahawks and quarterback Jalen Milroe readying for their next drive. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Check the Eagles! Check the Eagles!
Charbonnet now up the middle. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. How about a big hit of 34 yards there and a new set of downs? And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that.
Okay,
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Here we go, here we go. 60.
On the counter, it's Charbonnet. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Taken down at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Seahawks with a chance to boost their lead. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Charbonnet. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
13 yards.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts.
Myers on for a field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be in seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Falcons take... Timeouts, their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5. To the air with Penix. Hits him on the out route. He's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
14 yards. That's good for the Falcons. 1st down.
Penix now on 1st down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Seahawks get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
That's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Here comes the final play of our 1st half. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. He hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory. So a 2-score game here at the breaks. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with a start in the 2nd half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Seahawks, then Zach Charbonnet, ready for another go on offense. And get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Milrow. He rolls to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
70, Timberwolf.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and he gives them the first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
60 boxes. 70
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead drop, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Penix off the play action. He's going to keep it this time.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape. And good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Third down, it's Penix. Gets this one to London. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They're now set for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be second down for him.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On second down, Robinson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll set up now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Penix here from the gun. He's keeping it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an applause. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Throwing Penix. And they're trying to set up a screen. Here's Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Penix. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
So Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Buying some time right. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And he makes the Hawks go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. 2 on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons, 7.
Quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready,
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
here we go. Count.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First down throw here from Milrow. That's incomplete left side. Even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Gotta be simple.
Milrow from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Come on. Hey. Move it, my team. Nineteen Tiger.
From the gun, Milrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hunt team on the field. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. the Falcons. And running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And this drive would be a win if they could just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That's a pretty darn smart play right there. And you've got to be so careful. You got to make sure 100% that you're outside that tackle box before you throw it away, because you don't want to hand him a safety off of an unforced mistake.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Penix working from the gun. He tucks it and takes off. And he gives himself off after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
He'll make a big play on the ground. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Seahawks, then Zach Charbonnet, ready for another go on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Rowe looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And here he goes.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. Give aids them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
On second down, a run with Charbonnet. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, set. Pass the 60, pass the 60. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to him. He will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
Okay, don't you think for a second this is time to step off the gas? You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Again, it's Charbonnet. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
18 level, 18 level.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Hey, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed. Maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. He has room to the 25. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. This game has already been a good one for him, Gronk. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. So Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. Jukes one defender, and the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards, and the Falcons will have a first.
That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 48.
On the shotgun, Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. To the air with Penix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And they pick him up again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Dude, that just... one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, interceptions follow.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
From the 47, rolling out to his left. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Off the play fake, Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I call it about the 12-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Robinson to start the drive. Oh, he drops and cuts at the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Penix now to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Falcons.
Putting a receiver in motion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 are under Robinson. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Taken down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Robinson again here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 1-yard pickup.
Third down, it's Penix. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Falcons. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Man in motion here. Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Penix here from the gun. Jump off top by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Now third and goal.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, we're watching the defense, not just... turnovers, but really had to. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
60 biceps, 60 biceps. Put it, 19.
We're going to pass it here. Finds Charbonnet underneath. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Bobby Oots makes the play. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second.
And inches at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, 18.
Charbonnet now up the middle. A lot of grass ahead. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
The Seahawks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively with a group. Has this much speed and athleticism. You're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once you touch the second level.
The kick is good.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead.
17. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Agnew. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Here we go, second and 9. Hawks isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to set this up quick.
Penix sacked by Byron Murphy. A 7-yard loss. Brings up
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. He'll be facing 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Trying for it with Penix. Try and push it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Charbonnet. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
The Seahawks get the first down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Hawk 70.
Handoff now to Charbonnet. And the big game followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Back at the 21-yard line.
And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have 1 more play left in the game that's already decided. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight
it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow me.